Hey, welcome back. Time to start another day. Let's hope Callan also made it back. Oh, they're still here. Oh, again. Back again. Good morning. Good morning, Melly. Good morning, Blaze. Why are we calling him Blaze the whole time? What have you both been up to today? Oh, you know, dilly-dallying and such. I was not dilly-dallying. I'm hoping you were not. He was. It goes well with the brooding. Sounds like a wonderful morning. Can I offer you both something to drink in these early hours? Yes, please. Can you make me something smart and sparkly? Can do. Smart and sparkly. Smart and sparkly. Brain. Sparkling nebula. Perfect. Let's see. You get a lot of brain power. And then... there you go. Something smart and sparkling. Fresh brew of smart sparkles. Thank you. This is just the right amount of sparkle. Happy to hear that. Blaze, what can I get you? Nothing. What? Why are you here then? Alright. So, has the cape found its way back home yet? Yes. The vampire was thankful, if melancholic. It seems to have awakened memories of old woe. He seemed pretty excited to me. He should be. It fits him well. Almost like it was made for him. It was very interesting seeing a vampire in person. His fangs were shorter than I thought they would be. I expected them to be the size of a colossal saber-toothed tiger's fangs, but they were much tinier. A common misconception. Where did you find him? At the local Gaia temple. It got split in the middle by a falling star. That sounds morbidly interesting. It was. I overheard some priests say that they're thinking about rebuilding the temple around it, because it looks kind of cool. And people like distinct temples. They do. The vampire was traveling with a really nice dwarf and a holy woman of Cassiopeia. We were asking around to see if the priests knew anything about the star rain. Did they? No. I could have told them that 2 days ago. But while we were sneaking around and listening in, he overheard the strangest conversation. Turns out Aletheia, that's the cleric's name, found out that one of the priests was actually a wobbling ooze in disguise. What? Scandalous. I know, right? But in the end it was all okay. The others forgave him and he promised to try and become a real priest. Apparently he really loves the humidity in the temple. They all hugged and everything. It was very sweet. I was really happy we could see that from the shadows. We? Me and the mysterious and quiet Blaze. He's my new associate. I don't think so. I'm no such thing. It's great to see you two working together so closely. You make a great duo. We are not a duo. Thank you! How did you find the right moment to give Kyle his cape between all of those heightened emotions? We didn't. She got caught. I thought one of the pillars would be big enough to hide behind, but it wasn't. It wasn't a pillar. It was a tall vase. I felt very well hidden when Aletheia suddenly asked me if I wanted to stop hiding now. She was paying a lot of attention. I think she noticed me from the very beginning. She's so cool and smart. Did you ask her about her investigation? I did, but she said it was too early to share any insights. But even when I kept asking, she wouldn't budge. So I asked Master Smith Frostgrip to tell me more about the temple's architecture instead. Do you know that its altar was built from a 1,000-year-old oak? I didn't. That's fascinating. It is! She also told me I have to work on my stealth, that being small isn't going to be enough. I think she knows from experience. Better not tell her that. Better not? So, are you going to work on it? Yes! Blaze is going to show me the ropes! Is he now? Have to. She get herself killed otherwise. Ah, you do care! That's a very dramatic way to look at things. But also very nice of you. Ise tsundere. So, would you say your investigation was a success? Kind of. We got to see how clueless the other investigators are and returned the cape to Mr. Vampire. But we didn't find out anything new about the stars. And I didn't even get to see any monsters. I was hoping maybe some would have fallen from the astral sea and I could have studied them. A dangerous, if very exciting dream. Mostly a foolish one. You think so? Have you met monsters before? What kinds? Do you have favorites? What were the first ones you ever met? Did they try to eat you or be your friend? Of course I've encountered monsters before. They've been part of my life for many years. The shadows are full of them. Ooh. Really? That's scary. Of course it is. So the first monsters you saw were shadow monsters? No. They were much worse than that. Humans? What is it? Can I have a drink after all? The words aren't flowing easily. Of course, same as last time? Yes. Let's see if I can find something sweetly charismatic. Wait, what did he have last time again? God. Charismatic. Well, there's not that much choice here. Spoken heart. This is what he had. Yeah. This one? And this one. There you go. A drink just for you. Thanks. How is it? Fine. That means it's perfect. Perfect, you know? So where was I? Alright, shadow monsters. Back when I was younger, I had just joined the Shadow Banes and was eager to prove myself. It said that there are great riches far in the depth of the Graver Mac, a dangerous mountain range in eastern Fisoa. Hidden treasure troves full of precious gems and gold, and I owed it some debts. Hoping to find some jewels, I made my way there, to the darkest of its crevices. Guarding its depth were creatures no one would ever choose to face. Bleak stalkers straight from the Twilight Chasm. Hideous creatures that have every right to be associated with the Nightmare Realm. They typically feed on rocks and gemstones, but I seem to think bones have the same general consistency. I wasn't able to harm them with my mortal weapons, so I distracted them with some of the gems I had managed to pocket earlier. It was a close call. It was a close call. I will never forget their twisted antlers and beak-like snouts. They sound kind of cute. They were not cute. If you say so, maybe one day I encounter some. Pray you never will. No thanks. Oh, she's back! Innkeep, hand me a drink, will ya? Coming right up, then? Any preferences? The usual. Southern brawler? Something strong and powerful? Exactly. Let's see. Here it is. I hope she has something nice to tell and managed to defeat the Chimera and get some saliva. Ta-da! A drink. You have messed up the definition of strong. Strength lies in the eye of the beholder. Wait, did I get the wrong drink? I did not. What's wrong? Yeah, and you just need a prescription. Say, Innkeep, you got room in your neat little book full of recipes for one more drink? Sure, got one for me? You bet. It's what my baba used to drink back in the day. My adventures reminded me of it. Ooh, a new drink, Sailor's Courage. Thank you, Lynn. So since you're here in my tavern unharmed and in somewhat good spirits, I'm guessing you survived your encounter with the wyvern chimera? I did, obviously. Congratulations. You encountered a chimera? Sure did. Lived to tell the tale too. You or the chimera? Both. Cool! Are you a beast slayer? I am. Though this time no beast was slain, I'm Callan, you? Melly, the greatest detective in the whole wide world. And this is my assistant. Your assistant got a name? Malachid. A new one? I see. So, Melly, you're interested in chimeras? I'm interested in everything. Chimeras especially. If you like, I'll tell you that sneaky innkeep and your punk in crime over there how I outsmarted one. Yes, please. I would love that. Well, alright. Strap and tight then. Our friendly innkeep here sent me on a quest to collect some saliva from a wyvern chimera in the Quack Mangrove. It's the key ingredient for vampire sunscreen. That makes sense. It does. The issue is the marshland is the chimera's home turf. There's no way I could outfight it in its own domain. So I went the road of trickery. My baba always said that all the chimeras she encountered enjoyed some good subterfuge. Wait, didn't I get her... Oh, did I get her the smart drink? I forgot. I am really the brainy type, but I thought even if I failed, it might be entertained enough to help me anyhow. Need to pick a clever approach, of course, so I did the only reasonable thing to do in this situation. I talked to a mouse. A mouse. A mouse. Found one local to the marshland. Offered him a bunch of cheese if he agreed to help me out. Was pretty easy to convince. Why a mouse? Everyone knows chimeras are afraid of mice, dummy. Exactly. I thought if it was scared, it might use its 3 brains less. So I dressed up the mouse in the best wizard regalia I could find and made myself invisible. You can do that? Not usually, but the innkeep strings come with great perks. They do indeed, though I do not recall granting you invisibility. Yeah, invisibility might be too strong a word. But with the wits I got from your drink, I remembered something. Chimeras have a hard time discerning between different shades of green. Ooh, I think I know where this is going. Got quite a hand in camouflage, so I figured I'd put it to good use. Gathered some underbrush, sticks and leaves and made some glue from the tree resin and spit. Spit? Everything holds together better with a spit. Let me jot that down. Sure thing, kiddo. So I put it all together into a cloak of camouflage. Put some mud on my face and was ready to go. So dressed up in camouflage, the mouse and I unseen approached the chimera. It was resting near a muddy stream and 2 of its heads were in deep discussion about the sanctity of canon compliance. What kind of heads did it have? Beside the dragon horn, obviously. Classic lion and snake head combo. Of course, all of them heard us approaching. First they seemed curious, but all 3 of them froze up when they saw the mouse. Little thing looked mighty tall with his improvised withered head. I stayed right behind him, making his footsteps sound heavy. My camouflage seemed to work. The different shades of green and brown made me blend into the marshy landscape. From up close, I could see the chimeras trying to hide its fear as the mouse drew nearer, so I started the show. The mouse, or me, same thing at that point, loudly announced that he was a great wizard. And he had come to collect a spell-casting ingredients for his plane-switching spell. He was prepared to fight, but was willing to bargain if the chimera valued its life. To underline his great power and everything, I even made him float on my invisible hand. Luckily for me, the chimera was more than ready to take up the offer. though it did briefly argue with itself on whether fleeing was a better option. The snake wanted to fight, but only until the mouse growled, or I growled. One and the same, really. So the great mouse mage stated his conditions in no uncertain terms. 1 bucket of saliva, and in return he would leave the chimera in peace forever. Helped a lot that he could summon the bucket out of thin air. Briefly lost my sanity when there was more in-creature arguing, but finally the chimera agreed. It filled the bucket with plenty of saliva within a disturbingly quick time frame. Happy to have avoided any monumental violence, the mouse wizard and his bucket of valuable chimera saliva floated away, promising that he could keep his honorable word. What an incredible ruse. Guess I got some of my barber's brains and charms after all. More than some, it seems. Let's not get too carried away. Once we were out of sight, I had to keep up my own end of the deal, of course. After getting out of my camouflage, I thanked the mouse and gave him the enormous amount of cheese I had promised him. Wouldn't it much cheese be way too heavy for a single mouse to carry? Turns out the mouse was actually a wizard after all. Had some sort of dimensional pocket he could store it all in. Disappeared with the cheese and just left its ridiculous head with me. Bid me farewell before I could ask him why he hadn't said something sooner. About the whole wizard thing, you know? Ah, a typical mouse with a wizard head, I see. I prefer the detectives, personally. Me too! Afterwards, I thought I was in a clear, when suddenly I felt something breathing heavily right behind me. When I turned around, I was looking right into the scaly eyes of a wyvern chimera. Apparently, it had wanted to know where the wizard would take his leave, so that it could move to a more secure spot. I thought I was about to be smoked. But apparently Baba was right. They do like a good ruse. So it wasn't mad? No, it was amused, impressed even. In return for making its weak, it let me live and left me with some strange words. Strange words? Stranger than a talking dragon head? I mean, that's kind of what dragon heads do, right? Not sure. Maybe they do typically speak in prophecies. Prophecies? That's what it said it was giving me. It said, hope will fall and hope will rise. A hero will tether its final thread, burying the past and keeping the dead. Wait, what? Don't know. Sounds like a bunch of beep to me. How blasphemous. Didn't say it was real, but why do they gotta make these things so cryptic? Ain't no one got time to interpret this kind of stuff. That's the thing with prophecies. No need to interpret them. You realize exactly what they mean soon enough. What hero do you think it was talking about? No clue. I bet it's you. I ain't no hero. I think you might be, Lynn. You know what would be very heroic of you? What? If you brought that saliva to Kyle the vampire, I'm sure his happiness about finally being able to walk in the sun again will be extraordinary. Too lazy to go yourself? My doorman is merely my tavern. You're much more likely to run into him. Fine, might as well. Guess I owe that leech a thanks for providing me with this strange adventure. Did you have fun? It was... fun? Yes, I admit it. It was fun. Just wish I could tell my barber all about it. But you make a good stand-in and keep. Thank you. I'll try. Now, any of you happen to know where I can find this vampire? Last saw him at the kayak temple. The priest might know where he went. I know he wanted to go. I overheard him talking about it. Care to share? I want to trade it. The information, I mean. For what? Can you teach me how to use a great sword? And that's it? Sure thing. Right now? Is right now okay? I've got the time. It might take you more than one lesson though. It's okay. I've also got time. Can you even carry a greatsword? It's a deal then. I show you the basics and you tell me where to find a vampire. Yippee! That is, if your assistant is alright with that. Don't care. Not my circus. Not my monkey. Okay, kiddo. Let's go. And keep. Can we use your front yard? Of course, go wild. Will do. Are you coming too, Mal? No, I stay here and have another drink. Okay, you can join us later. I can't wait to learn how to fight. It will be so helpful for future adventures. Innkeeper, do you have any quests I could go on after this? To practice my sword and stealth skills? Not yet, but I'm sure something will come in. Be patient. I promise I'll have a quest for you soon. I can't wait! I'm going to destroy any challenge with wits, stealthiness, and giant swords. Ha! I know you will. But first, I gotta practice. See you later. And your second drink? I like her ambition. I like her naivety. Some would call it optimism. A waste of time. Delusion get you nowhere. You would know. Another drink, please. Same as before. Sweet and all. Coming right up. Right up. You want to talk more, I guess. Sailor's Courage. So this is the new drink. The Sailor's Courage gives even a dry-aged landlubber the qualities of a good sailor. A lot of strength, a dash of defense, a shot of charisma, and the inability to know fear. A perfect all-rounder. Well, almost. Who needs common sense anyway? Spinach not included. Okay. But first, the spoken heart. Almost ready? Let's go. There you go, speak your mind. Some sweet optimism for my most pessimistic customer. This is sweet enough to make me optimistic for future drinks. Wow, I'm proud of myself here. You should be. So, Malachit, just leave me to my pondering. Got it. Oh, still here. Oh, Fable. Long time no see. Yeah, and keep. Yeah, Fable. I'm so happy to see that Tavern looking healthy again. And you too. I'm sorry it took me so long to check in. That's alright. I hope the last 2 days weren't too hard on you. No, not at all. I was just very busy. A bunch of the Ashen Grove's trees got knocked over and I spent a lot of time rescuing and leading group therapy sessions with the local wildlife. And of course I had to check in on all the nearby settlements too, see if they needed help with any damage after all of that. Did Uncle Dragon make it? Yes! The werewolf settlement took a bit of a hit, but everyone made it out okay. Mr. Dragon was making emergency soup when I arrived. I think he's a stress cooker. Very nice of you to check in with everyone. I had to make sure everyone was okay. I used up a lot of my healing salves, but that's what they're there for. I'm not happy I had to use them, but I'm glad I was prepared. May I request something? Go ahead. Do you maybe have a drink in your repertoire that could assist someone in a situation like mine? Your drinks are powerful. I'd like something that would make me tougher while also replenishing my social energy. I think I'm all done with helping out now. But a drink like that could be a real game changer in case something like this happens again. I don't think I have a recipe for that yet. But don't worry, I've already got an idea. Oh, another recipe unlocked just like that? Okay. But even without such a drink, I'm sure people were very thankful for your presence. Well, they weren't mad about it, at least. Though, I sort of feel like people aren't really as concerned as I thought they would be. When I saw the stars fall, I thought for sure the world was going to end. Yes, I recall. You're right that it wouldn't, of course. But I thought that people would be a little bit more freaked out by the lack of a night sky. Everyone just seemed to be okay with it. I asked one of my sisters about it and she said, "Who cares? Some wide-eyed adventurer will surely put them back at some point. Let's worry about replanting these tomatoes." I don't even know if you could put them back. You can never put back what's lost. but you can always replace it with something new. I'm not sure that you can replace the stars, if you could, or if you should approach lots that way. It's all a matter of perspective. I wouldn't mind a bunch of trees up in the night sky for a change. Trees? Right. But it still wouldn't be, it still would be much nicer if some things would just stay the same. They never do. I'm just happy everyone is okay. Did you check on Lynn yet? She should be hacking my terrace to pieces outside. I did! Outside! On your definitely not hacked up terrace. Just out of curiosity. Do you own any wood glue? Oh no. It was nice to see that she's okay too. I was a little worried she would just leave and never talk to me again. So it was nice watching her train Melly with so much enthusiasm. To catch up a bit, that too. She tried to rope me into the greatsword training. Did you accept? I'm not really a sword kind of elf, but it was fun to watch her teach Melly. She's very sweet. Indeed. And I was just relieved to see Kalin doing alright. And she was relieved about Mr. Dragon. And about you, I'm sure. Maybe. To celebrate our well-being, despite the absurdity of this world, how about a drink? I would love a drink. Can I have something agile and swift? Again, this is a swift strike? I still have to make my way back home later, and I could use some speed for that. I'm sure I'll find just the right thing. Well, we know what you want. A swift strike. And one pinch of this. And another one of this. That's it. There you go. Swiftly and quickly, your favorite drink. Thank you. Your drinks are still the highlight of my day. She makes the best drinks, right? They're okay. Really? Do you actually think that? Or is it's just a thing where you just don't want to be nice? People seem to do that a lot for some reason. Haha. She got you. They taste good. As good as things can taste when you me. Well said. Thank you. She got you there. By the way, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Fable. I'm an elf and a ranger, and I come here a lot. You're also an incredibly courageous and capable hero. That's not true, not yet. I'm working on it. Being a hero, I mean. Why? Because I dream of adventure and all the wonderfully exciting things it can bring. And I want to help people. Why? Why not? I'm Malachit. Oh, today you're going with that name? Like all the way through? Oh, you're Mal. I mean, Malachit, obviously. Melly just talked about a Mal. She said they are, or I guess you, are very cool and her new friend. She sounded very happy about it. We're not friends. She just won't leave me alone. Oh, okay. Then why do you spend time with her if you don't like her? That sounds really mean. She keeps following me. And you take her along? Not by choice. Huh. I don't know you well enough to judge the truth behind all this. But I think you should be honest. With her and with yourself. Honesty goes a long way. I also believe that thing in Zofort could be fixed with honesty as well. You mean the missing familiar? I heard several familiars are missing actually. And I believe with so many mages and familiars present, someone is bound to know something. But maybe they're just scared to face possible consequences for their honesty. Sounds like Zofort is going through an eventful time. Thank you for letting me know. I keep an eye or two out for future developments. Zofort isn't very far from here, is it? Not too far. It's in eastern Fesoa and is, to my knowledge, the biggest harbor town the Republic has to offer. I can only recommend its many summer festivals, very pretty fireworks. Why? Does it sound like something up your alley? No, not mine, but... Melina is seeking her first quest. Maybe this could be something for her. Ooh, you're still thinking about her. She needs to practice her skills outside of risk-free theory. Good idea. I see if I can reserve it for her. Sorry for asking, but first quest? I thought Melly just turned 10. Isn't that a bit young for quest? No. I was a similar age when I ventured on my first quest. The one with the horrifying nightmare creatures? Yes. Oh, that's sad. No, that's cool. Oh. No, I think that's a little sad. Children shouldn't have to face such danger that early. Why not? It's always there. Might as well confront them with it when they are young so they can accept its existence in their lives. That's an insane thing to say. Just because the world can be horrible doesn't mean we should confront children with that fact as early as we can. It's already bad enough that us grown-ups have to deal with so much. Why should they just accept it, if we can make the world a better place for them instead? I mean, when you're on a quest with, and I quote, horrifying nightmare creatures, weren't you scared? Wouldn't you have preferred not to be alone? It builds character. A character that thinks we should put other kids in miserable situations. Sure did a lot of good for you there. Oh, burn. Weren't your parents worried to death about you? I don't think they're there. You got enough rumors to make a quest yet, innkeeper? Not yet. Give me another day. People are so busy talking about or ignoring all that star debris, they're losing sight of the important things. Like feeding me new information. Is that very nutritious for you? No, but it's fun. In that case, the fun I can provide in a day is running out. Unfortunately, the horrors of the world do not stop chasing me, nor anyone else. I shall take my leave. Good luck. See you around, with less horrors, I hope. Now I'm worried. About Malachit or Melly? Both. Are you really going to send her on that quest? She wants to go, but I don't think you have to worry about it that much. Zulford is a beautiful city with a very low crime rate. I think she can handle a couple of rowdy familiars. And I doubt she would be going alone. I hope not. There's little worse than being alone when you're scared. Very true. Are you scared of anything? Bad Yelp reviews. I don't think you have to be scared of that. You make the best drinks in all of Asteria. I think as long as you like my drinks, I'll be okay. You've got my 5-star in the bag. I would ask what you're afraid of, but the answer would be everything. Is it? Yes, but I'm working on not letting my fears stop me. I might not be able to avoid feeling afraid, but I can always just do things when scared. Rather than not at all, maybe. It is still a terrifying thought. How do you handle in situations you're afraid of? I used to have a terrible habit of just walking away from the things that scared me, but with the right people by your side, staying becomes less of a crushing weight on your shoulders. You realize that even if things aren't perfectly comfortable, they're still worth experiencing. That sounds lovely. I've never seen friends of yours around the tavern before. Maybe you should invite them over sometime. Perhaps. Though one of my friends is sitting here right now. Where? Wait, are they invisible? Oh, you mean me? That makes me really happy. Also makes me feel pretty bad about having to go back home. Don't worry. Go home, fix the many things that worry you. As long as you come back. Oh. No. Didn't want to click on that. Always. I see you tomorrow, innkeeper. See you tomorrow, my friend. And let's put together the quest now. Wait, I don't have to? Wait, is it after this? I forgot the correct order. Oh, maybe we don't have a quest yet. Ready. Well, that's it for today. And I'll see you on the next day. Bye!